Stop number 2 of the Sunoco K&N Pro East Series comes to Las Vegas for the Matco Tools 150. This is their second event of the series. Before we go into our starting grid, let's take a look at the point standings after our only event that happened at Phoenix. Chris Ginter is leading the points, won that event obviously. Matthew Rodriguez is second. Jackie Qualls is third. Charles Jackson is fourth, and Joey Dawson rounding at the top 5. 6 to 10 will be the Stampers, Jayla then Jeffrey. Jeff Ehlers will be 8th, Jacob Rodriguez 9th, and Theo Stiegel rounding out the top 10. Now with that said, let's go into the starting grid of this event. It will be a 15-lap event here. Whatever happens with Vegas stays in Vegas. I know James will say that. And speaking of the Qualls family, they're on the starting grid on the pole. Qualifying at 175.376 miles an hour is the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Joey Dawson. And on the outside will be Jackie Qualls, part of the Qualls family, in the number 42 Buick. Row number 2 will be Derek Walker, the number 41 Kellogg's Cornflakes Lumina, and Hunter Carlson in the number 33 the Olds. Row number 3 will be Russ Batson in the number 55 Jasper Engines Ford, and Casey Perry, the number 1 Skull Classic Olds. Row number 4 will be Amanda Alderman Scott, the 08 Buick, and Matt Wells, the number 5 Tide Chevrolet. And row number 5 will be Joel Qualls in the number 25 Golden Gallon Olds, and Jack Rasmussen in the number 68 Pontiac. Row number 6 will be Jeff Ehlers in the number 12, and Charles Jackson. Row 7 will be the 71 of Jeffrey Stamper and the 56 of Luca Moore. Row 8 will be Josh Johnson in the 45 and Domindu Mika Guate, aka Racer DSM, in the 32. Row 9 will be Ayumi Takashi and Adam Fiegel. Row 10 will be Theo Stiegel and Hiroshi Takashi.
Drivers!
Row 11 will be Jayla Stamper and Jacob Rodriguez. Steve Goff and Matthew Rodriguez will make row 12. Chris Ginter and Abby Alderman Ginter will make row 13. Ryan Sheely and Jake Johnson row 14. Cole Bradley and Matt Richards will tail the field. Chris Ginter, the winner at Phoenix, as you said, is starting on the inside of the 13th row, aka 25th. Of 30 cars, 15 laps. As we start the beginning of our trifecta of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I know James will say something like that in the comments. As the Qualls family, a very solid showing, both Jackie and Joel both qualifying in the top 5 rows. In the first 5 rows, Jackie's outside row 1, Joel's inside row number 5. Joey Dawson, another good showing racer. He's in the top 10. Derek Walker, Hunter Carlson, Russ Batson, who's having a solid showing. Casey Perry. They come out of turns number 3 and 4. Green flag flies. And we are racing with Joey and Jackie to the stripe. And Jackie drops off the pace. Joey will take advantage of it, but here comes Russ Batson right to the inside of Derek Walker. Early on, we got some great tight racing here. Derek Walker and Russ Batson battling, but here comes Abby Alderman Ginter, or excuse me, not Abby Alderman, Amanda Alderman Scott. A lot of Alderman hyphenated names here. But early on, the lead going to Joey Dawson. Put that first lap in the pocket. There's Jeff Ehlers, the number 12 Meineke Ford, right behind Joel Qualls, the lone Qualls family member who has not won a Sunoco Series race. Jackie actually won a couple in the Sunoco Cup Series last season. Both of the Qualls family members dropping down as we got a four-wide situation almost coming. It's getting tighter down there. With the number 71 of the number 71 of Jeffrey Stamper getting in there, but it was a close call. 3 wide Incarnate, and there goes Jack Rasmussen in the wall. Russ Batson and Amanda Alderman Scott. Tough break for those three. Jack Rasmussen, and we are yellow. Race back to the line. Who will win it? And I got a car coming off the pace. I do believe that is Cole Bradley in the Budweiser Ford number 97. And the race back to the line will be won, obviously, by Joey Dawson. Problems galore. Let's look at what happened there. We saw it get really tight down there. Russ Batson, Jack Rasmussen, and Amanda Alderman Scott. Now, we'll go into what we saw with the number 97 Budweiser Ford of Cole Bradley, but let's take a look at the first precedence here. As they go out of the turn, they go to turn 1 and 2, and let's see what happened. Yeah, it looks to me Jack Rasmussen got into the 33 of Hunter Carlson, tried to close the gap, and got spun by Hunter right into Russ Batson and caught Amanda Alderman Scott. You talk about getting lucky. Jeffrey Stamper did just that, so Jeffrey Stamper got lucky there for a while. Jack Rasmussen, I do believe, was in practice had a little bit of an issue with Jayla Stamper. So now we saw something going on here. I thought I saw the number 97 of Cole Bradley drop off the pace somewhat. What was the reason behind that? When we got back into the swing thing. Oh, he just went down on the apron and it totally threw him off. Lots of cases, I got on the apron and it threw me off type situation. But he bent back in there nicely, so. Well, he is going on the apron a lot, though. I don't know what's wrong with Cole Bradley's car. He's been riding on and off the apron a lot. That was something I just wanted to catch up on. But let's go on board with Russ Batson on that situation that was not pretty at all. Roof cam. Well, actually, let's go cockpit. Tough break for Russ Batson. Not what you wanted, as I said. So with that said, let's go back into looking at where we stand, as we still have another lap before we go consider going green. Joey Dawson leads. Jeff Ehlers is second. Jackie Qualls is third. Fourth is Luca Moore. Rounding at the top 5 was Casey Perry. Then it will be Joel Qualls, Jeffrey Stamper, Matt Wells, Ayumi Takashi, Jayla Stamper, your top 10. Then it will be the 05 of Ryan Sheely, Theo Stiegel, Chris Skinter, our winner at Phoenix, Steve Goff, Hunter Carlson, Adam Fiegel, Derek Walker, Charles Jackson, Josh Johnson, Domingo Guate. Then from 21st on down, we only have, Matthew Rodriguez, Jacob Rodriguez, Cole Bradley, Matt Richards, Jake Johnson, the 39 of Abby Alderman Ginter, and the 08 of Amanda Alderman Scott. You could say Jack Rasmussen and Russ Batson both will DNF. So we'll be back to Green Flag Racing. It'll be lap number 8 of 25. Be at the halfway point. So it'll be 8 laps to go, so. For Joey Dawson. Let's just rush right to the point on things, because we still got another. And there we go. We'll go back to green flag racing. Joey Dawson will lead Jeff Ehlers, Jackie Qualls, and the rest of the field. Another good job for Joey Dawson. It's the best performing car today. And let's see if anybody can make a challenge. Luca Moore having a very good showing for her. Right behind Jackie Qualls. Now Jeff Ehlers looked like he's going to make a little bit of a peek down to the inside of Joey Dawson. Does just that. Got the number 1 spot with the help of Jackie Qualls. Looked like she was going to make a little bit of a move. Yes, she is. They almost go 3 wide, but Jeff Ehlers will take a lap. Jackie Qualls will drop back to second. Now she will have, with the help of Luca Moore and the Polaroid Buick, take the number 2 spot. The number 1 spot, Luca will take number 2, but she'll challenge number 1. So it's a Buick battle right now between Luca Moore and Jackie Qualls, but Jackie's got the lead. Luca Moore still battling it out with Jeff Ehlers. Casey Perry right behind. And now Luca Moore's got the lead on Jackie Qualls. Taking the lap there. Second spot getting right there is Casey Perry. Ayumi Takashi now getting into the 4th spot in the Texaco Haviland Buick. It looks just like Davey Allison's car, but that's the Busch Series car that was driven by Hut Strickland, and Jackie Qualls is in the wall. Got a little bit of a touch there, and just like that, we got ourselves a big one. Once again, Amanda Alderman Scott, Jackie Qualls. She is not going to be happy about that. Jacob Rodriguez, Jeff Ehlers, Robert Moore. I do believe Luca Moore won the race back to the line. I do not think this race will be continued under green flag conditions. I will have to check on that. But that was not pretty at all. We saw what happened. I do believe it was Jackie Qualls that was hit by the number. Let's see what happened. This is what happened. There was an attempt for a 4 wide. Jeff Ehlers, Jackie Qualls, Jeffrey Stamper, Joel Qualls on the inside. It was just Jackie went down, went right into Jeff Ehlers, Jeffrey Stamper as well. Jackie Qualls took the hit, and Jackie Qualls went flying hard into the wall. Jeffrey Stamper, Jeff Ehlers all got in there. Matt Wells, Joey Dawson in it, who got sent up on his side. I do believe that was Chris Ginner, our Phoenix winner. Not very good showing for him. Jacob Rodriguez, Adam Fiegel, Domingo Guate. They're getting rear-ended by the number 08 of Amanda Alderman Scott. Cole Bradley. Jacob Rodriguez, we saw back here get something. He got spun hard. Thanks to Jackie Qualls going right into him. The 10 of Jake Johnson. Basically just wiping out the field in one fell swoop. Let's start off on board. I don't know where I'm going to start with. Should I start with Jackie Qualls? I guess I will. I have no other choice but to start with Jackie Qualls on the roof cam. Got the car back up and running, which is kind of a silver lining, so to speak. Let's go on board now with Stamper. So let's see where we stand on things. It's still Luca Moore leading, Ayumi Takahashi second, Casey Perry third, Casey Perry, Joel Qualls, who's now the only Qualls family member having a good day now, because Jackie just had her day ruined. Ryan Sheely rounding at the top 5, then it will be Charles Jackson, Steve Goff, Theo Stiegel, Chris Skinner, and Matt Richards rounding at the top 10, and rounding them out will be Hiroshi Takahashi, Jake Johnson, Domingo Mikaguate, Abby Alderman Ginter. Let's see if we're going to be back to green flag racing this time. Yes, we will. It will be a one-lap shootout. There will be green, white flags simultaneous, one-lap checkered flag. So we will finish this race under green. It will be the green and white flags simultaneously. Whoever gets to the race back to the line will win. So going back into our, starting where we stand into this white flag lap. Hiroshi Takahashi, Jake Johnson, Domingo Mikaguati, Abby Alderman Ginter, Jackie Qualls, Joey Dawson, Jacob Rodriguez, Jeff Ehlers, Matt Wells, Hunter Carlson, Josh Johnson, Jayla Stamper, and the last card still in, Adam Fiegel. You can rule out Jeffrey Stamper, Amanda Alderman Scott, Derek Walker, Matthew Rodriguez, Cole Bradley, and of course from the earlier crash, Jack Rasmussen and Russ Batson. So it will be one lap, white flag, green simultaneously. Whoever wins will get there. Can Luca Moore hold off Ayumi Takahashi, Casey Perry, Joel Qualls, or the rest of the field? Green and white flag flies right now. Who is going to win? And a very good showing for both Luca and Ayumi. Here comes also Casey Perry going to the inside of Ayumi to take the number 2 spot. He's going to try to poise a challenge to deny Luca Perry the victory. Here comes Joel Qualls right behind. So you got a pair of olds back to back in this 2x. So you got a pair of Buicks and a pair of olds. How about that? And then Ryan Sheely in the Pontiac. If they go on a turn number 3 and 4, Casey Perry's got the lead. And it's going to be Casey Perry on this last lap to win the Matco Tools 150. Joel Qualls will take second. Luca Moore will get denied into third. And Ryan Sheely and Ayumi Takahashi rounding out the top 5. Then will be the number 47 of Stephen Goff, Charles Jackson, Theo Stiegel, Matt Richards, and Hiroshi Takahashi will round out the top 10. Following them, Chris Skinner, Matt Wells, Jacob Rodriguez, Jackie Qualls, Domingo Mikaguate, Abby Alderman Ginter, Josh Johnson, Jake Johnson, Joey Dawson, Jeff Ehlers, Jayla Stamper, Hunter Carlson, and rounding out the cards that were active was the number 40 of Adam Fiegel. You see the others, Jeffrey Stamper, Amanda Alderman Scott, Derek Walker, Matthew Rodriguez, Cole Bradley, Jack Rasmussen, and Russ Batson, all of which did not finish the race. But our winner on that one-lap showdown goes to the number 1 Skull Classic Olds. That is Casey Perry. Congratulations to Casey. On that one lap, he literally beat one out to take it. So let's look at the points as they'll be getting ready to go to Thunderhill Raceway for their next event. Chris Skinner still leads by about 9 points over Charles Jackson. Joel Qualls and Jackie Qualls are 3rd and 4th. Theo Stiegel rounding out the top 5. Casey Perry moves up to 6th. Joey Dawson, Jacob Rodriguez, then the Takahashis. Hiroshi Takahashi, Ayumi Takahashi, Matthew Rodriguez, Luca Moore, Ryan Sheely, Jayla Stamper, Steve Goff, Jeff Ehlers, Jeffrey Stamper, Matt Richards, Matt Wells, Jake Johnson, Adam Fiegel, Josh Johnson, Hunter Carlson, Derek Walker, Domingo Micaguate, Abby Alderman Ginter, Russ Batson, Cole Bradley, Amanda Alderman Scott, and rounding out the field will be Jack Rasmussen. After 2 events, next up, we'll be getting to some tiny 3/10 mile bull, 1/3 mile bull ring action in Kyle, Texas, Thunderhill Raceway. It's going to be a small field, so we're going to have some that may not even make the cut. That's coming up next, but we got more Vegas coming at you.